Well, good day. It seems that I, the Dismayed Gourmet, have been a canary in a coal mine as pertains to newspaper and magazine columnists whose specialties are the finer things in life, losing their jobs. Whereas daily newspapers in the world's greatest cities formerly employed me, I am now relegated to search engine optimized language employed in describing the most pedestrian of American foodstuffs with trashy e-zines and clickbait blog sites. I thought my plight unique until I happened across a news item on the National Public Radio broadcast, to which I cling like a suckling to a teat. The piece stated that a record number of theater and restaurant critics are now unemployed, or, as in the case of yours truly, employed in lesser markets. You see, I was the first among my peers to be disabused from the uppermost echelons of haute cuisine editorial when, after 17 years at the London Times, I was dismissed by an editor of 6 months, during which humiliating over-the-phone rustication of vile she-devil suggested that many readers felt I was more garnish than meal. Bad news travels fast, and once my Times credential could no longer be squeezed into the byline, freelance assignments from Bon Appetit and Wine Spectator dried up like a poorly monitored roux. And so, it is with no modicum of schadenfreude, and yes, I do pronounce the fourth syllable in schadenfreude, that I see so many of my erstwhile fellow culture vultures encircling of their prey, moi, suddenly change to their own reign of death spirals, corkscrewing themselves beak first in the desert of no venues. Welcome to my world. Along with all of that comes the notion that my termination from the paper of record from my country of origin was more about the global economy than it was about me. It was my previous perception that I was the only of my ilk to be thusly defenestrated, though despite having thought this for nearly 2 years now, in hindsight, and with the benefit of this news item describing my precise situation as a general trend and not my own personal anomaly, I now believe it quite possible that I was merely among the first. It is a crack in the fissure of my self-loathing that I need badly at this juncture. I am not the worst, least appealing, most bull-headed and dismissive food critic, I thought to myself upon hearing this Nina Totenberg spin. I am rather just an indicator of things that were imminent. I was merely the ghost of Christmas yet to come. So, what does it feel like to be a bellwether? A harbinger of doom? Am I the typhoid Mary of arts and leisure journalism? Certainly not. I caused nothing. I am merely a trend's first victim. What happened to me is now happening to all of them, and I could not be more pleased. Most of them are savages, apologists for schlock chefs, and editors whose taste is all in their advertising revenue reports. They are vain, narcissistic, self-obsessed pretenders to high levels of discrimination in food who lack both the natural gift of discernment within the palate and the rigorous training required of even one who, like me, is to this manner born. And all of that is wholly apart from the shoddy writing. I look forward to this shake-up of the traditional hierarchy within the newspaper punditry of sophisticated living. Having been among the first out, it follows then that once this ripple is through, once this market correction has shaken out all of the dead wood, that once again, to use a food-related proverb, metaphor rather, the cream shall rise to the top, and along with it, yours truly, the Dismayed Gourmet.